They look absolutely magnificent.
They do. I mean, if you were ever about to paint a picture of two magnificent young princes, that is pretty much how you would do it. Prince William resplendent in the dress uniform of the Irish Guards, of which he was made colonel by the Queen just a short time ago. And what a great proud moment, of course, for the Irish Guards, who are playing such a key moment on a day like this. And what a conversation must be going on inside that car when they get a moment.
What a contrast to the walkabout last night, with the open neck shirt and the relaxed air that they both had. Now to this extraordinary moment, and everyone around him says, that they don't appear to be nervous, but there must be butterflies.
So we see the car turning, making its way out of the Mall, over to Horse Guards, of course, and past the Guards Memorial, which will mean so much to both of these young men. Simon Lewis alongside us here, who's the Communications Secretary at the Palace after the death of Diana. Your reflections on this moment?
Well, first of all, what a great moment for the family and the institution, and how proud their mother would have been today. I think this really is a special moment, and I have to say the way that they were able to grow up and mature somewhat away from the public eye and then emerge like this is just fantastic.
As you are talking now, and remembering back to that time, that they are driving underneath that arch where they walked as young boys behind the coffin of their mother.
It's an extraordinary few years, and I have to say that there was quite a change, I think, in the nature of the relationship between the media and the royal family monarch after that terrible tragedy. And I think what we're seeing today is these two young men who are emerging, obviously, at this very, very special moment, looking so great and so proud.
As they turn then into Whitehall, a huge cheer goes up.
They really, I don't think, maybe will have been expecting such a triumphant, rapturous welcome as they enter that square. We know that Harry has said when he came back from a recent trip and all of the media village and none of the flags were out, then he came back and it was suddenly the whole thing had arrived, and said, my goodness me, I really didn't expect it to be like this.
Well, I think what's really interesting is that expectations have grown. It actually was relatively low-key, and now on the day we have this magnificent atmosphere.
Thank you very much, Simon. We'll stay with these images now as the car makes that grand sweep of a turn into Broad Sanctuary and towards the Abbey. And Mary Nightingale, what a view.
It is absolutely extraordinary, and they're just turning into the Abbey. There is a phenomenon that happens with crowds where the sound rolls towards you the closer they get, and the crowd have really gone mad here. The bells are pealing, and the atmosphere is just extraordinary. And isn't it moving to think that it was half a lifetime ago that he was here at the funeral of his own mother? And what a wonderful day, though, for him to be back today. Just remarkable. Flags are waving as far as the eye can see.
To the Abbey, welcomed by the Dean, for one of the biggest moments in his life too. Prince Harry in the dress uniform of the Blues and Royals. And our colleague James Mates can take up the view there of the two princes, looking rather relieved to take off their caps as they enter the Abbey, James.
Brother officers of the Irish Guards and the Blues and Royals being greeted by the Dean and now the Chapter of Westminster Abbey, Sir Stephen Lamport, the Receiver General of the Westminster Abbey. Used to be his father's private secretary, he knows him well. Taking a few minutes now to chat to the Dean before he'll be taken up the aisle to the altar end of the Abbey, where Prince William, in keeping with the style of wedding he wants, is going to spend the next 20 minutes or so chatting with family, cousins, friends, foreign royals, as any groom would do. He's made very clear that whatever the previous form and tradition of royal weddings, he's doing this his way. Escorted by Sir Stephen Lamport past the tomb of the unknown warrior. Prince William, of course, commissioned into all three of the armed services, but has chosen today to wear the uniform of the Irish Guards, of which he's Colonel-in-Chief, the blue sash and garter star there, of a Knight of the Garter, with his RAF wings attached to that blue sash, the only sign of his current career as an RAF search and rescue pilot. And this gives you some idea of the geography, the